each of us goes through hard things, and we go through hard things, we really question what do I believe? And I could see myself in Larry in those ways where when trauma hits, when the hard things hit, what's real? I'm doing the part of Larry Quaid, and Larry is a detective who hunts Christians and goes through some trauma, and it changes his life.
And how do you get wrapped up in all this?
Well, I know Sam Woodbury from church, and we've become friends, and he shared his vision that he had this creative idea to record and was looking for people to get involved. And I said, I'm in, tell me how to help. And it started off through a music video, and then it kind of grew from there.
What was it like channeling this character? Do you see any of yourself in him, or is it just a vast opposite? How did you approach the role?
Sure, I definitely see some of myself in Larry. Primarily, I think we all struggle, as we're going through our lives, we're trying to understand how to live out our faith, and even some honest questions about that. Is this real? Is the Bible true? Can I believe the promises? And that's, I don't want to say easy, but it's more simple when things are going well.
This is a real in-depth script, a real deep story about our walk with God and what's going on in today's times and what could be. How do you feel about that? Can you talk a little bit about that and how it relates or correlates to what's going on in the world today?
Sure. Well, this storyline is very relevant for what's going on in the news. Things are going on in the Middle East, and people are taking sides, who's right, who's wrong, and then other people are coming and they're saying the events that are happening are significant for the end of the world. And this series, The Running Father, is about the end of the world. It's what may happen, but it is rooted in Scripture. So it's trying to visualize what the Bible describes through a realistic storyline of people who are wrestling and grappling with the deeper meanings.
And why do you think watching these series, do you think it could connect with other people? And how do you think that?
Sure. I think everybody is asking deep questions right now. Everybody's asking the meaning behind our existence. What is this all about? Why are we here? Does it matter how I live my life? And I think people are asking these questions. This series tries to answer some of those questions by giving our lives significance and purpose, that we're attempting to live for things that are bigger than us. We're attempting to live for others. We're ultimately attempting to live for God, who created us, who has purpose and value for each of us, just as we are. And that's not just for people who have things figured out. It's for everybody at all the stages. The reality is none of us have it all the way figured out. And so I think it just speaks to the human struggle. I think it speaks to real issues and real life, and tries to extend grace that we don't have to have all the answers, but God will guide us down a path that will lead us to Him.